Hi Aquarius, happy September. All right, let's get started. Let's see. Eighth house. That's fun. We'll talk about it. I want to wait until the cards come out. All right, 6 of coins and the 7 of wands in reverse. So regaining balance in something. See, a lot of you are also walking away from a fight that is unwinnable, or you're just over it and you're just like, I don't want to deal with this. And by doing that, you're regaining balance within yourself, but then also it affects your external environment, your physical, your money. Let's see. Oh my gosh, sorry. This keeps like sliding on my face. Let me just do this real quick. It's like, I love these glasses, but they're really annoying sometimes because they just keep sliding. Okay. All right. Aquarius, September. Knight of Cups. Yeah, you are going within, as most of us are this Virgo season. And you're really, like, again, finding balance. Conserving your energy. Conserving your resources. Oop. 9 of Wands. But try not to isolate yourself in this conservation process. I know it's like a very deep healing type of, aloneness that you're going through right now, but just make sure that you are not, again, isolating yourself. You're not creating anxiety where it doesn't belong. The Hermit, again, going within. Yeah, don't create anxiety for yourself, because it's very much like a Virgo characteristic where they can overthink and think themselves into a depression or think themselves into like a panic attack or something where, you just feel like everything isn't right, or things aren't going the way I wanted to, or like there's just too much imbalance here and I don't want to deal with it. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to retreat, but try to spend time with friends, or at least one person that you're really, really close to. Just make sure to still socialize, which I'm sure you guys will be fine doing. But the Hanged Man. So yeah, you guys are really pausing on something, really taking a break. Could be a relationship, but I think this is more so where you guys want to be, how you can live your best life. And too many cards, sorry. Right. Yeah, just what you really want out of life, because it's been kind of, I don't want to say boring is the word, but kind of boring. But everything is boring when you're an alien, right? Earth is a weird place. So yeah, you're really just trying to find the next level of evolution for you. You're trying to evolve, but you don't know how. Not that you don't know how, but you don't know where to go. You don't know where to evolve. You don't know what your next thing is. 4 of Pentacles. So, feeling stagnant, I think. For you guys, defining this month, you need to find the balance between taking a break and being stagnant in something. And again, I just keep hearing, like, don't isolate yourself, because it's just going to make it worse. It's going to make it harder for you to make that decision come time, or when the time comes, come time. One more card for Aquarius for the month of September. I think a lot of you guys, it can go either way. Some of you guys are overworking. Some of you guys aren't working on yourself enough. So it's kind of like the hyper awareness of who you are and who you want to be, and that's creating anxiety in your head because you feel, why is it always like 5 cards that come out? 1 card, please, for Aquarius. I forgot my train of thought. They'll come back. Oh, shit. Yeah. Because everything in your 8th house is being lit up, I think other people are going to be a really good resource for you this month to help you find your path, to help you navigate where it is you want to go next. Don't hold on too tightly to what you think is security. Don't hold on too tightly to what you think you can't afford to sacrifice. Ten of Swords. Again, isolation. Don't do it. Reach out to people. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Fool in reverse, but then underneath that, you have the World. So you want to start something new. You want to kind of shed this old version of you, but you don't know where the new version of you is. And for a lot of you, I think you want to have that landing spot. So you're kind of thinking about where you're going to land. Where am I going to land? Where am I going to land? But this time period, September, for everyone, is going to be slow, unfortunately, because everything in Virgo is talking about reality, your physical reality, your world, the people that you're around every day, the things that you do every day, your routine, your body, your health, anything that's reality, that's physical. It's asking you to reevaluate, not just you, but everyone, right? It's asking you to think about if this is exactly where you want to be, if this is exactly where you want to go. And you've been in tune with that. That's why you've been thinking, maybe overthinking for some of you. But the Hermit is also talking about introspection, right? And sometimes introspection can be quiet. It doesn't need to be repetitive. It doesn't need to always, go and go and go and go. It can just be you sitting with a cup of coffee and not thinking about anything. It could be you reading a book. It could be you meditating. It could be you taking a bath. So don't think that just because you're not thinking doesn't mean you're not being productive. This period of meditation is very necessary because once you come out of the slowness, of the stillness, of the anxiety of that stillness, you will have that clarity. But you have to find balance within first. There's something in you that's not in balance. There's something that you are feeling insecure about. It can be finances. I think it is finances for a lot of you because I do have the two coin cards here. You have the 6 of coins and the 4 of coins. So it's also like maybe some of you guys are feeling like whatever you're putting out isn't being reciprocated back to you, or your value isn't being reflected to you from other people. And it's making you feel kind of like this, like unappreciated, depressed, making you question your own worth, even though you know exactly what your worth is. So taking the time to just be. Just be. You don't have to be anything, just be. Right? Because the more we try to control the universe, the more out of control we're going to feel. Because you can't control the universe, you can't control God, right? Let me align these and then show you. Did I put this in the right order? Okay, yeah. So, you wanting to live exactly how your heart's desires. So, but it's almost as if everything up until this point, you've done that. But now that you've reached a place where you feel like there isn't an equal give and take, you're questioning it, right? So take a step back, take some time, understand that this period of stagnation is for a reason, and it's meant for you to go within. And it's meant for you to also reach out to other people for maybe a second opinion, for advice, for a mentor, right? You want to be in this meditative state, but you can meditate and still have other people help you. I think a lot of you guys, most of the time, Aquarius, you are isolated anyway, like 100% of the time. Like that's just how you live your life. You are 100% isolated in your mind. You are alone, not necessarily in a bad way, but you are just, you guys are Aquarians. Your mind is inherently isolated from the rest of the world because you just have a higher perspective. And that higher perspective sometimes can be your downfall because you move too quickly and you expect too much. And so the Hangman is really a good time for you because you need to work through these feelings, right? Just because you're here, this is the reality. This is where Virgo season is taking you, right? The Hangman. But in your mind, you are seeing it like this. You're seeing it as, oh my gosh, I need to hold on to what I have. I need to have my resources. I can't feel this way anymore. But this is, again, just in your head, because it's a swords energy, right? So this is thoughts. It's not reality. But you are manifesting it into your reality by thinking about it so much. So you're feeling insecure because you're thinking insecurely. Does that make sense? So instead of being here, right? Instead of being here in your head and constantly worrying, constantly thinking about the next thing, what do I do? What do I do? Don't do that. Sit here. Just allow yourself to hang. It doesn't have to be like this, right? You can just sit here and just let it flow. Let it flow. Because you're not meant to start something new right now. You're not meant to begin right now. You're meant to be here in this meditative state. You're not meant to jump into anything new. And once you allow the universe to move your environment around for you, once you allow things to come together for you, all of those thoughts and anxieties that you have, it's going to come to completion because everything's going to fall together. But only if you remain calm, right? If you rush into this, you will fall off the cliff, right? Let the universe take care of it. Just take care of yourself right now. Be in your mind in a positive way, try to meditate, read a book, hang out with a close friend, ask them for advice, but don't, if you're going to ask a friend for advice, don't make that your whole hangout, don't make it your whole conversation, right? You want to hang out with them a little bit like a distraction. It's funny because other signs right now are, Virgo season is asking them to not distract themselves. For you guys, I feel like Virgo season is asking you to distract yourself because you've been thinking about this too hard for too long. So if you allow yourself this month to just breathe, to just be, to not allow things to stress you out, boom, gives you the world. But you have to let it come to you. You have to allow this to manifest because there are things happening behind the scenes that you guys don't see, and that's the thing about the universe. It's funny sometimes. It's like you think something is going to go one way, and then you try to control it and you try to manifest it, but then it falls apart and you're just like, why didn't it work? I was manifesting it. It's because there's something else. There's something that needs to be taken care of. I think for you guys, this is a lesson. This is a test from the universe, right? My favorite, I read a quote recently, I forgot where I saw it, but it was like, I'm going to butcher this, but it was essentially like when the universe is testing you, it's very quiet because teachers are very quiet during tests, like in school, right? No one's talking during a test. This is that time. This is your test from the universe. It's quiet because you're being tested. You're being tested to allow yourself to not be the overthinker, to not be the problem solver all the time. It's telling you, it's testing you to just be within yourself because you've been too much out there. Right? It's not out there like personality-wise, but just like physically out there in the world. You're doing things for your community. You're doing things with your friends. And that's great. That's your energy. That's your flow. But this month, again, tests aren't about your flow. Tests are about things that you are not comfortable with. So it's going to feel uncomfortable being still. I really understand that because, Aries. But for you guys, it's more of a stillness in the mind than a physical stillness. So just find balance within yourself. Do things that you love. Take care of you. This is a self-care month for everyone, but especially for you guys because you guys, you do give a lot. But take this time to be alone, but not isolated, and take care of yourself, okay? All right, Aquarius, if you want a personal reading, my link is in the description below, and you can follow me on Instagram where I do free daily tarot readings. Let me know how this goes. If you need someone to talk to, you can email me or comment down below. I will see you all in October.